Hello, and welcome to another Good Morning Source Gaming. Guess what you shouldn't use? Remake video downloader, because it will corrupt every single thing you ever do, and it's not great. Hello, Push.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, alright, hey, can you say, like, 2 sentences, Push?
Sure, I'm saying 2 sentences.
Hey, should his audio be louder, or should it be quieter? And should my audio be louder or quieter? Because
how's the audio bounce?
Because you see, the thing is that when I test audio during these live streams, I always test it on my laptop speakers, through my headphones, and my phone speakers. If it sounds fine, I go with it, because 2 of those are very tinny and generic.
Yep.
So if it sounds fine on my end, I just assume it sounds fine on my end. Also, a Shadow Link just joined us. Matt, can you say, like, 2 sentences?
Oh.
Not mic spam. Like, 2 actual sentences.
I just wanted to play the Sonic Adventure 2 clip where Sonic goes, "Barely made it!"
Okay, see, that's... because the last time we did a live stream, people told us that the audio balancing was terrible, though it sounded fine on all 3 of those things.
Apparently I should be quieter.
Well,
just a little bit.
That's...
I know I'm too loud.
Should I just put myself down?
Nah, I'll just, I mean, if the problem is everyone is loud, then bada bing, we're in Goodsville. Just lower your volume on your end. Here,
Shadow Link should be quieter.
I'll just add a big old boost. I don't know if that just ruined my microphone quality forever. But
we'll just louder, but it's fine.
Yeah, we'll just deal with it. Anyway, good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I didn't sleep. I've been organizing files on my computer all morning.
Oh, jeez.
I've got like dozens of gigabytes of footage to sort through and delete. Oof.
Yeah, I have like the terrible habit of just like leaving files on my desktop.
Yeah, me too.
And it just builds up, and then I'm just like, oh fuck, I don't need any of this anymore. And then I go through that about every month.
Yeah, like I get to a point, I see my storage. You've got 100 gigabytes left on this hard drive, and I'm just like, all right, how many like 10 gigabyte video files do I have on here?
Yeah, my capture disk, which is like 2 terabytes, is down to like 113 gigs, and I really need to fix that up.
Like, back in the day, like when I first started this channel, like I was keeping every single video file that I ever worked on. And then after, like, the 600th video, I was just like, wait, why am I doing this?
It's a dangerous thing. You end up like...
Yeah, it's just completely out of space.
Yeah.
I keep around any, like, editorials that I no longer cringe at. Anything that I'm fine with. And also, the best shitposts I make, those never leave.
Yeah. I think the only ones I keep now are just like the ones where I've interviewed the Smash announcers or other people.
Yeah.
Like Kyle Haybear is, I think I kept his video file.
I still keep all of my podcast audio for like when I did Zelda Informer and stuff. I just keep it on like a separate drive, like in like a drawer.
I technically have all of my podcast audio on Google Drive, but I've just like not bothered to take it off there.
Yeah. Anyway, we can
move on.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, busy week. Very busy week.
Yeah.
It was only last week that we were like, yeah, there might be a direct this week. And then earlier this week, it was like, yeah, there's going to be a Direct this week. And then Nintendo said, yeah, there's going to be a Direct this week. And then there just wasn't. Which is very rare. Which is a very rare thing indeed.
I think it's the first time, isn't it?
Yes, it has to be the first.
They always have that warning, like, it might be delayed, or there's no guarantee that it will air at this time.
Yeah. And
I've always just kind of brushed that aside. Like, I even remember reading it this week, because it came up after the typhoon, and I was just like, oh, the typhoon didn't affect it. That's good. And then we got the earthquake the next morning.
That happened while we were recording the Direct predictions.
Oh, yeah. No.
Everyone's favorite video. Also, I forgot to ping everyone in the Source Gaming Discord, which you should join, that we're live.
They're going to be real happy about that.
Yeah. Did you guys try out Mega Man 11's demo? If so, what were your thoughts? I have it downloaded. I haven't had time to play it because I've been busy playing Payday 2 for the Nintendo Switch.
I've been busy playing a game for review purposes.
Ooh, and I know what game it is. And Matt knows what game it is.
Oh my god.
Let's say it's a very hands-on game.
Oh my.
Should I don't want to show the thumbnail because that gives it away too much. But
I don't think you should show.
No, don't show the thumbnail.
All right, because
it's out in Japan.
Yeah.
So, I just can't talk about my own opinions of it.
Basically, yesterday morning when I think I maybe had like 2 hours of sleep in me, and I was talking to Bryhard, who is a terrible influence.
Yeah.
we were messing around in Photoshop, and we made this like Avengers in Civil War style version of the thumbnail that I just posted in the chat.
Oh, is that the reference? I didn't actually get that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I'm not feeling too good. But yeah. Still.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that review because
I think it comes out on Thursday.
Yeah, it's the 13th, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of ideas of how I would like to do that. So I'm gonna try a couple of different things.
It's not Senran Kagura, it's Wasteland 2. Could you imagine? Could you imagine there being thigh slapping in Wasteland 2 Director's Cut for Nintendo Switch?
Only the definitive version.
Oh boy. So yeah, like Direct delayed. Yeah. And this happened at like 3 a.m. that they decided to delay it, which would have been like 3 p.m. Japan time.
Yeah, it was like pretty in the afternoon, I think.
Yeah.
It was super late for me. I definitely wouldn't have been able to catch it anyway.
The delay announcement, not the actual
the delay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone had the same reaction as like I did, where I was in another Discord channel and someone posted it, and I was like, yeah, right. Yeah. And then I clicked the link and I saw the verified check mark and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, I thought it was fake.
Yeah, I thought
initially as well.
Yeah, I thought it was a meme. It was like,
and then like Nintendo of America or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Exactly.
And then I again, like you, I saw the check mark and I was like, oh, it is actually delayed.
I guess speculation on when it's gonna happen next. Tuesday at the earliest, Thursday at the latest. I don't like.
Yeah, I think it's better if they do it Tuesday or if possible even Monday. But I'm talking Japan time, honestly. But it's hard because they got to coordinate a lot of things.
Yeah. Like
it's not just Nintendo. They gotta contact all those other companies and get their permissions and they're okay, and they have to coordinate their PR responses.
Speaking of, the Civilization Switch announcement got taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. I guess we'll just go into like the further details of this direct. Just simply because that's what's to talk about, and so we know why it was taken down. There seems to be a lot of people who think there were these crazy ulterior motives. I know the big one. I think it's okay to mention it. Is the think that some people think that because it was delayed because of an earthquake that Isaac was confirmed.
Oh God,
Which
that's
I think
like the worst.
There are people who were saying that and not trying to like joke.
Yeah.
But like still insinuating that was the idea is dumb. Because it was a natural disaster. Like it's a 6.7 Richter scale, earthquake. It just makes sense,
Oh no.
What?
The direct was delayed because Richter Belmont's on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll see myself out.
Shut up, man. Yeah. You dumbie.
Like, I saw the Isaac theory, and I was just like, why? Like, I don't think like they would go out of their way and be like, he has an earthquake and he's shaking the entire screen. Kind of like, I don't think it would be like any part of the trailer, like a really huge part, that Isaac would be the reason that,
Yeah.
If you were to get in, I don't think he would be the reason that the direct got delayed.
This has happened before. Like, there has been instances where trailers are edited to last minute or delayed because of something like this. Motorstorm Apocalypse had to have their trailer re-edited and a line cut from the final game in the Japanese version because it was right after the 2011 hurricane and then big ol' earthquake.
It's not uncommon.
And the line was like, what was the line? It was like so long to Tokyo or something like that. Oh, there goes Tokyo. And they cut that, and that makes sense. I don't think like a general earthquake reference would have been like enough to delay the direct, which is why some insiders have said that there might have been a game that did cause the delay, but it had to be something so specific.
I think it's like Lowercase Dale and
Stealth.
I think Stealth. Yeah, some other people have said that there's a particular game that is the main reason. I think another part of the reason is because Japan just had a really shitty week.
Yeah.
This week. The typhoon, caused quite a bit of damage on Tuesday in the Kansai area. I was actually affected by it a little bit. I didn't have any damages to my house or anything, but several stoplights are not working and things are turned over and things are a little bit of a mess. And then we had the earthquake like right after that, and obviously in a different region, but still, and Nintendo's a very Japanese company.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, Nintendo's also a bunch of big boys, and having working in video production, not just this cute little YouTube game, but like film school and stuff. Delays always happen. You always have to anticipate delays, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo has always had a delay backup plan.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wonder, like, exactly how much of a backup plan they have is because they just haven't announced anything. Like, their announcement was like, we'll announce something in the future, and so close to the actual direct airing that I think a lot of people are like, well, when are you going to announce it? Because it's been 2 days.
Yeah, it's been like a full 15. It was like a full 15 hours before it was supposed to.
And it's
live.
been a day before is already
Well,
finished.
I think they're also sticking to the whole, like, they only do directs on certain weekdays thing.
Yeah, which I think might be like a PR reason or, something like that.
Yeah. Which I'm sure most people wouldn't care if they just dropped it on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Monday,
I think traditionally, like, they've generally stuck to like Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
As their direct days, which is why I'm thinking it'll be Tuesday, just because I do think they want to try to get it out sooner, because you got so much news coming out in the very near future with Tokyo Game Show and everything else that's coming out pre-Tokyo Game Show. It's just you need to kind of get it out soon. I think Sony has a press conference very soon.
Yes, they always have a Tokyo Game Show presentation, and if it's anything like the last few years, it's going to be boring as shit.
Yeah,
because Sony really needs to start showing new games.
Well, the issue with Sony is like they showed off like a lot of games in the far future.
Yeah,
like we knew about Spider-Man for how long?
For like 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, it seems like it's definitely lived up to people's expectations, because I've seen nothing but praise for that game.
Yeah.
But, it's just kind of a different PR policy than what Nintendo's been doing lately with basically showing things only when they're ready, with the exception of Yoshi.
So that was like... So Yoshi's weird, because that's like, I think, out of all of the post-direct nonsense, the Yoshi title is the really the only one true leak, and yet it's also the most like nothing predictable thing.
Was it like Yoshi's Crafted
World? It's so funny because like a whole bunch of fake text leaks where we're doing like Yoshi's X World.
Yoshi's Flipping Island.
Yoshi's Flipping Island.
but yeah,
like, there was that one fake leak that had the right name, the Crafted World, but then it had like a bunch of like
Rhythm Heaven and Rhythm Hell.
Yeah, Rhythm Heaven, Rhythm Hell, WarioWare Fart,
Kirby Warriors.
Wasn't there like Metroid horse racing or something like that?
Yeah, equestrian racing.
Which was just like amazing.
But yeah, it's just a title. We didn't even get like a logo leaked. It was just like some plain text on Nintendo's website earlier on in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, that ended up being kind of a big nothing sandwich. If anything, that title should have been known to us earlier.
I really didn't believe it. Like a couple of people pinged me oh, this is the new Yoshi title. I was like, yeah, but anyone can inspect Element and edit the website.
Yeah.
But then actually news organizations I think Nintendo Soup was the first one to report on it, saying that they actually saw it, themselves. And I was like, oh, I guess it's actually legitimate.
I think it was up on the mobile site because I saw a few people taking screenshots of their mobile browsers.
And the thing is, I went to go check it myself, but I couldn't find it. So that's why I didn't believe it at first.
And then we got a bunch of leaks in very big sarcastic quotation marks, because I don't know if I'd say they're leaks as much as they are just kind of
they're proof of concepts, maybe.
They're just kind of general announcements that
Oh, we're talking about different things.
Oh. I was referring to Mega Man.
Oh, okay.
What were you talking about?
I was thinking about Smash fake leaks. I'm always thinking about Smash
God.
Fake leaks.
Oh no. Hold it till later, please, for my sake. But we'll get to that later. But no, then we had the Mega Man 11 demo announcement, which I think is also a big nothing sandwich because we knew that was happening. and it had been like, it had been
Yeah.
it was up on Xbox, I think, like a day early,
Oh, okay.
and it was like in the PSN store, but you couldn't download it, and you know, I mean, it's totally possible that they could have just had like a trailer in the Nintendo Direct and then just had like demo available now. But like the idea that the Mega Man 11 demo is going to be like this weird big announcement doesn't make any sense to me. Same thing with the Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, which was something that was leaked for other consoles. And then what's interesting about that announcement that a lot of people seem to kind of gloss over is that it wasn't announced just for the Switch. It was announced for all 3 consoles.
Yep.
And more specifically, the PS4 and Xbox One versions are out. You can go buy that game right now on the PS4 and Xbox. But the Switch version is coming later, which again kind of makes me think that it wasn't really meant to be a big direct reveal.
And I think we talked about this before we got on air, but the Harry Potter one as well.
Yeah, Lego Harry Potter is
Yeah.
It
I don't think that would fit into a direct. Like, there's a lot of things that don't fit into a direct.
Namco dropped a bunch of Switch game announcements, but they were all licensed stuff that we're not going to get in the US or even Europe. I'm sure they might have popped up in a Japan direct, but most of it was just like shovelware based on Ultraman and like Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
And then there was Civilization 6.
Yes.
And that one was the weirdest of all of them.
I'm so excited to see Civilization 6 on the Switch.
That's a really big deal.
Yeah, like I never thought that was possible.
Yeah. Civilization is, if you don't know, it's a big strategy.
Real-time strategy.
Yeah. And it's always had a weird relationship.
Like it's like basically like you have your own country and you like bring that country through the ages and you try to either win through diplomatic means, military means, science victory, culture victory, there's religious victory, and then
a lot of the fun comes from like the crazy revisionist history you can do.
Yeah.
Like you can take control of the United States, but then like spread a fake disease throughout like the Soviet Union or something.
Like you can be like a fascist United States.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, have like Buddhism as your religion.
And you can give Gandhi nukes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know about the whole story with Gandhi nukes, right?
Yeah, I do.
Like, originally they programmed Gandhi to be the least likely to use nukes, but then like it like overflowed and made him super likely to use it. And they just decided to keep it.
It's just better. Yeah, Civ 6 is the new one. And that's the crazy thing, is that there has not been a mainline Civilization game on console since 1998. Since Civ 2 on the PS1.
Oh shit.
Because it's just been spin-offs since then.
Yeah.
Even even like the future-based ones haven't.
Because it's kind of hard to convert that, play style. Because you definitely need a mouse.
Which is why they're probably bringing it to Switch. Because not only is Civilization, I mean, you can run that on anything. Like it's not exactly a demanding game, because it's mostly like 2D, art and all that, except for like a few cutscenes. But that touchscreen support,
it's like essential.
Yeah, I think like George and I, Super Bunny Hop, were talking about this in our Fortnite stream, where we were talking about just like games we would like to see come to the Switch that are totally doable, and I think Civ 6 was one of the games we mentioned. So it's so surreal seeing 2 weeks later, like, oh wow, like that's a real thing. Yeah. And of course they're doing local wireless, which I think is going to be so badass. That's like such a good thing. What a good announcement What a great announcement.
Yeah.
But
which was probably supposed to be for the direct.
yeah, exactly, because it's
because they took that down.
Yeah, I think it was initially leaked through a Korean ratings board that also leaked Puyo Puyo Esports.
Okay.
Which is such a weird title for a game. Because
Yeah.
now Puyo Puyo is an esport in Japan. Which I don't think that was meant to be announced during the direct, but whatever. Yeah, it came out through there, and then the announcement page on 2K's website went live, and then, but like the trailer they had on it was unavailable, and then last night, after like a full day of it being up, it just was like taken down.
Yeah.
So
have you actually played Civ 6 at all?
no, I haven't. I don't own it, which is one of the reasons why I'm really excited to buy it.
I actually bought it on launch. Like I bought like the special edition and everything. I just haven't really played it because I played a couple rounds of it and I was just like, I like Civ 5 better. Because Civ 6 they make a lot of changes where it's more city based and not unit based.
I own Civ 5 but not 6 because I've gotten really bad at picking up newer PC games.
Yeah. I think that was the last PC game I've actually bought.
Yeah, I only own Civilization 3 and 5. Very choice
I own
ones.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
I should pick up that original one for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Because I have the mouse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's really about it from the direct. We'll just have to see. Oh, well, there's like the Splatoon update, but that's also like nothing. Just because we knew there's a Splatoon update coming, and it was delayed because of the direct.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the date of the new date is what people are thinking is the reason that people are thinking that's Thursday.
Yeah.
Is because before the direct it was known that there was gonna be a Splatoon update because it was data mined.
Yeah.
And then after the direct was delayed, that same update was also delayed.
Yeah.
And it was going to be like an hour and a half after the direct, I think.
Yeah, so, which makes sense.
Yeah. So it might be changed again, or maybe I think it's Thursday is the new direct day.
Yeah.
We're not sure yet. I think Nintendo will announce it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like in the evening, Japan time, because I think they've announced directs Sunday night, Japan time.
I know they always like to announce the day before, but yeah, and then I don't know, we haven't really gotten anything else surprisingly. I was too kind of expecting more leaks and whatnot. I was expecting like a rogue GameStop employee to have a bunch of stuff like database side and just take a picture of it, because we've seen that before where like a new like a new
SKUs.
Like a new 2DS bundle will go up and they'll just like take a picture and be like, hey, what's up with that? But yeah, the only other thing we've gotten, which I mean, I don't know, Gaming Intel, which previously was Charlie Intel.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if they're the different entities.
Yeah, they rebrand themselves recently just to cover their bases. I think it's because they got bought by a website, and they have a rumor from an anonymous source, which that's, you know, in this day and age, that's like a big red flag. But honestly, as long as the source isn't Marcus Sellers, I think we're fine.
Charlie Intel was really against Marcus Sellers during that whole Black Ops 2 switch. They were the first ones to be like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah. They have really, I don't know what it is, but like this little Call of Duty fan site has like they have really good people working behind it.
Yeah, I think when you have like a small group of people, but like they're passionate and they're professional, I think that kind of stuff happens.
Because that site's been around since Black Ops. I think was
Because
revealed.
Sorority, like Joe, I feel like he gets a lot of information early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from what I gather, all of like the higher ups in the Call of Duty community are just really like close knit and know each other
Yeah.
personally, and
Mhm.
they just pass around information to each other like it's candy.
Oh yeah.
Just as long as it's like as long as you don't pass it out, like we're good.
Outside of the circle kind of thing.
Yeah, which is why
Yeah.
people are always wearing like that's why you saw people wearing the Black Ops 4 logo hat like before the game was even announced. It's like, oh no, it's cool, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's rumored, and this is something Marcus kind of like fell back on earlier in the year, where Marcus said that Black Ops 4 was going to be announced for Switch, which didn't happen. And then I think he jumped to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered being announced for Switch, which that's just not happening this year at all, I think, because apparently that was supposed to be a thing, but then it was not going to have multiplayer, which a lot of people got angry about, and now supposedly it's being delayed to add back in the multiplayer. But now it's fallen back, and the same rumor says something Call of Duty related to be revealed at the Direct, which makes sense, because, like...
Call of Duty is a big series.
Yeah, it's been the one AAA franchise to stick with Nintendo for way longer than I think anyone should have.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of sucks that we never got like Advanced Warfare or any of the later ones on Wii U, though we know why at that point, because that console was not selling.
Yeah, it sold terribly.
But all those Wii ports exist, and they shouldn't, but they do, and they're very impressive. The boys at Treyarch are very good. But yeah, apparently just
it's like the thinking is like a battle royale kind of game, right?
Well, that's the thing. They said right now it's just something Call of Duty related to be revealed at the Direct, and the same source apparently said they are hearing the delayed Direct will happen on Thursday.
Before it was announced, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people have said it might be the Battle Royale Blackout thing, but I mean, the problem is that game is having problems running on the PS4 and Xbox One. Like,
it's just not well optimized.
Well, it's they want like 100 people on this like giant map, which is really pushing the hardware. Also, someone in chat says that Black Ops 2 is more active on Wii U than PC. That is not true. There's like... That's not true. I played both versions recently. That's not anything.
Yeah.
I have two theories as to what it's going to be. It's either going to be a very disappointing spin-off, or
maybe chibi style Black Ops.
Yeah, it's going to be the Funko Pop Call of Duty game. Or I think it's just going to be a port of one of the newer games. I think it's either going to be Modern Warfare Remastered, Black Ops 3, or World War 2. Because apparently there is a rumor that has, accordingly, some merit that World War 2 was supposed to come to the Switch last year.
Oh, really?
And it was going to be ported over by Beanox, but apparently the problem was that Activision... The game came out in like November, and they wanted them to like start developing it early August and finish it by like mid-September. Like they gave them no time basically to do it.
Okay.
And it just didn't go through. But I would actually love to see if that were to pop up again.
Yeah.
That'd be neato.
Someone was asking like why we don't do face cams. And that's because I actually haven't done a face reveal.
And that's because I don't want to set up a webcam in my room.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Then I'd have to like actually like put on a nice shirt or something.
Yeah, exactly. You're just gonna have to. Oh wow, hi.
So I've been quiet for a while because I heard a lot of yelling and screaming, and I thought, oh, there must be like something going on in my house. No, it's like I can hear my fucking neighbors.
Oh shit.
So I don't care if that gets in over the microphone.
Oh, was it the Nintendo Direct being announced?
But yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
We were just talking about being ugly on camera.
No
Yeah.
face cam? I'm very pretty. I can attest to that.
Yeah. We'll just have that image of Matt in the Ahegao shirt. Just kind of.
No, get the Watch Dogs one. Do you need me to send that to you?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll go pick that up.
I think either the Watch Dogs one or Lenori is my favorite. I think Lenori is because that's based on a real story. I was in a GameStop once. I know, pray for me. And this image.
Oh wow.
We were at MagFest and Bryhard was doing a bunch of photoshops whenever we posted pictures from the event.
Mm-hmm.
No, the direct didn't get announced. We were joking.
No, Shadow Link is sexy.
Hell yeah.
That's it. We're not going to show the image. Just to,
No.
But no, I was in a GameStop and I was looking at some games and this like dad walks up to the counter. He's like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a game that my son wants. It's called Lenori." And the guy behind the counter was like, "What? Like L.A. Noire?" He's like, "Yeah, that one." Like, all right, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't have to worry about my looks because I have a girlfriend.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
What else happened this week outside of
I heard that a Shadowlink like shitpost. I want to post some for Shadowlink. Okay, as long as it's nothing too severe, I
Just
will.
tweet
I
it
will
at
pay
him?
attention.
Yeah.
You can tweet it at me. You can send it to me.
Don't go
on Discord.
overboard.
Just if it's not safe for chat.
Yeah, you know, there's some kids here.
Yeah.
There's some like, I mean, if you want to see
Saturday
if you want to
Source.
see yeah, if you want to see some very choice pictures of us, you can always look it up on Twitter. Specifically with some internet celebrities.
Oh,
Some very infamous internet celebrities.
I still get notifications for the Chad Warden picture.
We were at MagFest and we ran into Chad Warden and one other that we're not gonna name drop.
But yeah, we were standing in line for a panel. The panel filled up, so we were all walking home. Colin's like half buzzed. He sees the guy in front of us. He's like, "Is that Chad Warden?"
And then the PS triple guy.
Then he walks up and he asks, "Look, I'm a little drunk right now, but are you Chad Warden?" And he's just like, "Yeah."
That's me.
Might as well, you know. Get ready for MagFest 2019, where I wear a Source Gaming T-shirt for at least one day. You gotta send it to me.
You have to find a place to get it printed because like.
Is that the deal?
Yeah,
I have to makeshift my own.
Oh, you've seen the Chad Warden post? Yeah, it made some rounds in the high quality rips circle.
Oh wait, can you send me this picture? I don't know.
All right, hold on. It's probably like right in my active.
You're probably still getting notifications to this day.
I definitely am.
I like it when I go to the Know You Meme website and I have ads blocked and they're like, no thanks, take me to the meme zone. Like when you click on like
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
I also have a picture of me with Chad Warden, but I have like the worst haircut on the planet in that image. I think my my other picture with the other E-celeb made more rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be at Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, you're gonna buy me that Arano figure.
Yeah.
You should if you haven't seen like Game Center CX, I'm just saying this in chat, you should. It's like honestly the best video game show.
They
ever
did
made.
the Mario Party playthrough just recently.
Yeah.
My Twitter post is apparently one of the top posts on the Chad Warden subreddit. Oh, all right.
Good fellas. Anyway, we have one chat question, which is, so how did what the fuck? How'd you guys at Source Gaming feel about them talking about 2019 games in this direct, since we know that Yoshi is going to be talked about, and this is different from the 2017 direct, which they didn't? Well, it's late 2018. It's time to start talking about games that come out next year.
I mean, like they already have Smash.
I dropped the
And they
Chad
have,
Warden post in the chat there if anybody wants to see it.
They have a Smash and Pokemon Let's Go, and we also know that they're making a new mainline Pokemon game. So I feel like it's like for other people, for people who are not so excited about Pokemon and Smash, they still need stuff.
This is the reason why, and this is gonna go into a little side tangent of mine.
Side rant.
Little side rant. Hey, fellas, let's talk about something. If you were at the Nintendo Direct predictions live stream, I'm sorry you were traumatized. That we only talked about Smash Brothers for a whopping 15 to 30 minutes. However, you gotta understand where I'm coming from with this. Where, like, we just had a Smash Direct. There's really not much else they could show on Smash outside of the Spirits mode and just more fighters. I don't think they were going to show both of those things at this Direct, because there's probably going to be another Smash-focused Direct before the game comes out in November. Pretty much, I think everyone at Source Gaming agrees on this.
But yeah, they'll probably do like a 50 facts kind of style, like right before.
And the only thing we can discuss at that point is who we think we're gonna be is gonna be revealed next. And let me tell you, you can only have that conversation so many times before you're just like saying every video game character, whoever exists.
It's gonna be Doshin. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, and it's gonna be my funny character. And
when is Stanley gonna make his cameo?
when is the True Believer gonna be revealed? But yeah, there's really only stop. But there's only so much we can say. Like, yeah, there's only so much we can say on that, and we really wanted to talk about what would be 33 minutes of a 35-minute direct, and not just like the final 2 minutes.
Well, we got through. We're at like almost 50 minutes in this direct right now, and
this direct, ooh,
not this direct. This conversation. We haven't really talked about Smash.
Good.
So I think that's pretty good. That's record.
Yeah.
But I do want to address Saikin. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Saikin. He's the guy that runs Smash News Twitter.
Yeah.
And great guy. So he asked me, he mentioned on Twitter about the Famitsu coverage for the direct, and I kind of want to talk a little bit about that, because I think people are really, really obsessed with this Famitsu coverage.
Oh yeah, the Famitsu thing. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So so for people who aren't in the know, people are expecting leaks of the Nintendo Direct to happen in the weekly Famitsu, which comes out every Thursday night at midnight in Japan time. and people are like, "Oh my god, it's gonna leak! It's gonna leak through the Famitsu! It's gonna leak through Famitsu!" And Famitsu's never ever leak on the weekends because they're still working on making them. Like, they're still putting everything together, getting their final touches and everything like that. So Famitsu's won't leak over the weekend. They only leak on Wednesdays, and that's because they actually start shipping them to stores. And usually it's like 1 or 2 people that are responsible for the majority of Famitsu leaks. Actually, this week they didn't really have that many Famitsu leaks, and I think that was maybe because of the typhoon. But anyway, so there's that. But a lot of people are like, there's going to be a Sakurai column. No, there's not going to be a Sakurai column next week. Sakurai columns are every 2 weeks, so we're not going to get a Sakurai column. So don't worry about that. And then just in general, like, there's always been a delay with direct coverage and Famitsu. Like the August 8th direct was actually first published in Famitsu on August 30th. And that's because Japan also had that week off, Obon. So there's what's that? Let me pull up a calendar. So you had 8/8, which is a Wednesday. They took off the 15th. They sold the 22nd. They sold the 23rd, and then they didn't publish it until the 30th. So it's a 2-week delay.
Yeah.
For a Smash Direct, only 30 minutes Smash Direct. So I wouldn't really worry about a Nintendo Direct leaking through Famitsu. And even if they did, like Famitsu would just be like, "Oh, you're delaying the Direct. We'll just delay our coverage."
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but like Nintendo's a bunch of big boys. They're like
you did say big boys before.
Yeah, they're like a bunch of people. It's a company run by businessmen. Like, they have to make these decisions all the time. They have to make split second last minute decisions. And like it's amazing the amount of people I've seen who are like, "Oh, it's okay, Nintendo, take your time, but everything's gonna leak. Like, what are you doing?" And it's like, no, They probably considered that. Like, they probably had a talk about it. They probably covered their bases.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if it was that bad where they were like, "Oh, if we don't say something, everything's gonna leak," they probably would have just done it anyway. But they didn't, and that's fine.
Yeah, I think they're kind of like, they're still debating on if they should just upload it or if they should just do a normal live stream kind of thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if that conversation's going on because they haven't announced a date yet.
Or even just uploading each trailer individually to
I think they would still just upload the direct. Like, they would have to edit things though. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a 35-minute long direct. Like, that's pretty lengthy for a direct. Like,
yeah, and like a lot of the directs are, packed, filled with a lot of information.
Yeah. Like, recently they've just been doing the rapid fire ones, and they've only been like 20 minutes, so 35 minutes is like...
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Because I know there was last year, in September, they had either a 35 or 40-minute direct, and that one just was like constant.
Yeah, it was like going on and on. I was like, holy shit. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, by the end of it, I was just like, that was a lot.
Oh, by the way, if I were to make a prediction over what game with like the very specific like reference that may have gotten the game delayed, Doom Eternal maybe, because that one's all about like cities on Earth being like cracked apart and the game like quipping about it. Like, I think there's a scene where Doom Guy kind of walks out into like a completely destroyed city, and one of the holograms goes, "We've moved a few things around." So that might have been it, because we now know Doom Eternal's coming to Switch, which, oh man, that's so cool. I want more third-party stuff. I said this in the direct predictions, but I
think, it's a good thing. Like a lot, I know a lot of Nintendo fans like don't really care about third parties,
which is a shame.
It's a shame, but it is a good thing to have a lot of third parties on the Switch because it makes the system a lot more attractive to other people, non-Nintendo fans, and that's what you want because the more people that support the system, the longer it's going to last.
Yeah.
Y'all better pick up Shin Megami Tensei 5 when it comes out, or I'm going to come over to your house and I'm going to yell at you.
That could have been either. It also could have been Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh yeah,
because that one's also like apocalyptic Shinjuku.
It's literally it's an apocalypse in Tokyo.
Yeah, it could have been either of those two,
or even a different game.
Yeah, they said it was kind of obvious. It's like a, I think Laura Kane Dale and Stealth said it's like once you see it, you're like, oh, okay,
yeah.
But yeah, like, I think it's great. I said it before. I think I might have even said it on the last Good Morning Source Gaming, but like or it was the Fortnite stream where I said basically like I'm not impressed by Nintendo games on Nintendo consoles, and I know that at first like glance that sounds terrible, but like hang on, don't shoot me yet. What I mean by that is that when I boot up a Nintendo game on a Nintendo console, like I expect to be blown away.
Mm-hmm.
Like I expect to be like, how did they get this like 4K experience running on this tablet? How did they get Captain Toad to look as good as the Wii U version on the 3DS? Like how'd they get How'd they get Paper Mario to look like an Xbox One X game on the Wii U? Like how'd they get Breath of the Wild running on the Switch, and it looks really pretty.
Get it running on the Wii U at all? Yeah,
it's like that stuff is like I expect to be blown away, but when I'm just not used to seeing third-party stuff on Nintendo outside of like some very choice, some choice stuff. And
y'all remember Watch Dogs on the Wii U?
Y'all remember Deus Ex Human Revolution, the best version on Wii U?
It's the best version of the director's cut because it's the only one that was actually had time to be finished.
But like I like it. I love Nintendo's hardware, and I really want to see more companies take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Recently I've been playing Payday 2. I'm probably going to be doing a sort of a look back review and maybe even a stream with Matt here on Payday 2 for Switch, because it's one of those examples of a game that just like, I think Arlo made a video of like what qualifies a game for being perfect for the Switch, and there's just stuff that just works really well, and I like that.
Sakurai actually wrote about that before with Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
like he said, like he picked it up on the PC.
Yeah,
and then like he picked up on the Switch, and he was just like, this works so much better on the Switch. Because you can kind of pick it up, play, you can stop, you can play it on your TV. There's so many options.
That's what our friend George Weedman, Super Bunny Hop, said too. I tried to get him into the PC version long ago because I loved it, and he just never got into it. Moment he got it on Switch, he was posting like a day later, guys, I can't stop playing Stardew Valley. I can't get away from it.
He has a ridiculous amount of playtime. I think there was an era where it'd be like George would go online on the Switch and it was just for Stardew Valley. Also, I'm seeing some people say Fortnite is overrated. Fortnite is awful. I get it. It's popular. You hate it. Cool.
Overexposure can lead to hatred.
I mean, the same thing happened to me with whatchamacallit, Undertale.
Yeah.
Like, I've been so overexposed to it that I don't know if I can play it right now.
Yeah.
because I feel like some of the fans have kind of ruined that for me.
It's just like a popular video game, like whatever. I think itself, it's like pretty fun. At least the 50v50 mode is like a hell of a good time. It's probably better than the actual battle royale mode. But it's popular. Nintendo's pushing it. It's a pretty alright video game in of itself. Like I don't.
It's like the most popular game on the planet right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything like offensive of it. Fortnite and Overwatch, what's the difference? A lot of things, actually. Those two don't even play remotely similarly.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a game that plays a lot like Overwatch? I think Colin.
Oh, stop! No one wants to hear me praise Paladins again for like the 19th stream in a row. But hey, if you have a Switch, you should download Paladins. I really like it.
Whoa!
It's a good old video game. It's also one of the better Switch ports out there. But yeah, like I don't know. I would love I'm hoping to see a lot more kind of third-party announcements going forward. I mean, personally I don't mind the Direct, and I don't mind certain announcements going out like ahead of the Direct being delayed, like Civ 6, because I'm in the
and we actually haven't seen Civ 6 on the Switch.
Yeah, we haven't. But like sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. I like zoned out because I'm sleepy. But like I remember during E3 there wasn't a lot of like Switch announcements, and it was getting me kind of like, the hell is going on? And then people were like, oh, just, you know, like, wait for the Nintendo Direct. And I'm like, yeah, that's dumb. Like, I shouldn't have to wait for Nintendo's own little 30-minute thing. Like, obviously, you'll watch a Nintendo Direct from, you know, for the Nintendo information. That's fine. Mm-hmm. That's like, that's good. But, I think third-party announcements could be made outside of Nintendo Directs, and no one would be that ass-blasted. Like, I think the Civ 6 announcement on its own, like, stands pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Doom Eternal was announced outside. The Tales of Vesperia remake were done. Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like I just want to say this again. If you don't like Fortnite, then just don't play it.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty simple. Like there's so many games in this world.
Or just like don't be like no fun allowed about it to other like yeah, I get it, like kids do the Fortnite dance and they talk about V-Bucks and it's like cringy, but I don't know, it's just a video game, like whatever.
Like I have no interest in Madden at all, but I don't get upset when people like playing Madden.
I'm like the biggest normie. I have like thousands of hours logged into like Call of Duty. Like I don't, you know, whatever. They're just fun.
I used to like Call of Duty, but then like I think after Modern Warfare 2, I just dropped off.
You should play Black Ops. That's the bestest one. But
no, I even tried Black Ops 2.
Oh well.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. I can't remember the order of them. But
the original one is like, I think one of my favorite games of the last gen, because it's like the most like replayable, fun, goofy thing ever. But yeah, I don't know. I was just playing World at War last night. Because those games are like potato chips. I can just keep eating those.
I like the zombie mode.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah. That's why I would love if the COD announcement was like World at War or Black Ops being like coming to
the zombie mode.
Yeah, just because local wireless zombie mode would be great. If it was World at War and they included local LAN for not just multiplayer but also like the zombie mode and like the co-op campaign, that'd be badass. But if it ends up being like Black Ops 3 with those things, I'll be like disappointed, but still kind of like, alright, whatever.
Yeah. Like I got really into like the zombie lore and everything. back in the day.
Yeah.
Like,
It's surprisingly deep.
yeah. There's a lot, like, there's time travel involved and stuff like that, too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, man. The people complaining about kids playing Fortnite probably were part of the Pokemon craze. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, people complain about Pokemon. You know, you're just keeping that cycle going.
Most video game fads are like a fad for a reason. Like, I still like Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I got really into Band Hero. Yeah, Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Like, I got like a cheap set that
Yeah.
was like slightly used, and then like I just picked up all the games for like $10 each.
Because the games themselves hold no inherent value at all.
Yeah, it's basically like 50 songs or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'd play them all the time in my dorm, like when I was in college. It's fun.
I like I went to the store recently to buy a Guitar Hero just World Tour guitar for the Wii because I didn't have one. And I reinstalled Beatles Rock Band onto my Wii U using a custom channel. And I went there and I bought the guitar, and the guy behind the counter just gave me like a stack of Guitar Hero games because they're not selling. They're all worth like $1. There's no reason not to just give me like Guitar Hero Aerosmith and 3 for free with this like $20 guitar.
Yeah.
And now Clone Hero has made Guitar Hero good again by just having a fan-made open source version that just supports all the guitars and all the tracks and everything. It's great. It's the most addictive thing ever. When you can just load that thing up with 5,000 songs or whatever, it's like, yeah, just keep playing that forever.
Yeah.
If I was on Liam's, not Robertson, but the other
Edwards?
one, yeah, Edwards. If I was on his podcast of like games you'd take on an island, I'd say Clone Hero and like Doom
Final
1.
Final
Final
Games.
Games.
Yeah. Yeah. Does he still do that podcast? I haven't.
Yeah,
listened
he
to it in a
does.
while.
He does it in like seasons.
Okay.
Like it takes breaks between them.
Yeah.
Wait, aliens? Are there lore channels I can dig deep into? Yeah, there's a lot of Call of Duty lore channels. Just hit up the Call of Duty wiki sometimes. You'll
I gotta
just
look into it.
You'll go down the rabbit hole and it's nuts.
Yeah.
Yes, Rock Band Beatles was fantastic. That's like the peak of all of them, I think. Not just because I'm like a big dad and I love the Beatles.
Really done well.
Yeah, it's like the perfect tribute to this this band with this like really amazing legacy.
Like I like the campaign mode because it actually took you and like gave you the history of like their different performances and stuff like that.
It's like anachronistic at times, but whatever. No one but me is gonna notice that. They even included stupidly expensive Rock Band recreations of these guitars. You know, you could use the
oh yeah.
There's a Rock Band plastic guitar version of the Hofner, which is the bass guitar I use in real life to play. So it's neat to have like a toy plastic version I can play my video games with.
I remember like when Rock Band was really big and everyone's like, "Oh man, you'll just play these drums and you'll know how to play the drums automatically."
Oh god, no.
Like I did get like a callus from those drums.
Yeah.
Because I played so much.
I used to bring my Wii over to like family gatherings because I had a whole lot of cousins. One year, everyone was really into Guitar Hero. And so I brought my Wii, and everyone's just like, "All right, we're going to play Guitar Hero. We're going to hijack your Wii." I was like, "Okay, sure, let's play." And then one of my cousins goes, "You play guitar. You can do this."
Yeah.
There's no skill transfer whatsoever. I was just like flailing my arms and my hands.
Yeah.
I could not even like comprehend how to play Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Also, very much so, yes, Paul McCartney for Smash. Paul McCartney for Smash. His new album came out yesterday. It's actually pretty good. I recommend it.
I'm like absolutely tone deaf. Like I have really hard time. Sorry, I have a really hard time playing Rhythm Heaven because like I just cannot hear the cues, and I don't know if I'm actually tone deaf or not. I'll just say I am because I just absolutely suck at those kinds of games. But I can do Rock Band and everything like that because they have the visual cues.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I think I don't think you're tone deaf. I think you're just like rhythm deaf.
Yeah.
Which is like that's not like an uncommon thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, if you still have those like any of those guitars still lying around, install Clone Hero on your PC and just like get back into it. It's real. It has been a main shell of like every single hangout I've had with my friends over the last like month and a half. Because you can just get like 3 people together and just like jam out to Freebird. Paul McCartney will be in Smash and no one will change my mind. That'd be great. That'd be great if they got a I mean, this then breaks into the whole like non-video game characters in Smash, but the Beatles need more video game representation. I'd be down with like Yellow Submarine Paul McCartney in Smash. His the glove can be an item.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of, do we talk about Smash now?
I think it's been like an hour and 11 minutes, and we still have 116 viewers.
Yeah, let's spend the last 30 minutes talking about Smash Brothers.
All right, hold on. I gotta take myself off with push to talk.
You using me to talk? I'll be here for another 30 minutes.
Oh man, don't get me started on the Beach Boys for Smash, because that's... I'll go into like the lore of the Beach Boys. I'll start talking about Smile. It's not going to be pretty. It's just going to be a sad old dad talking about dad rock and...
my father is my father.
Data mine the Smash website. You can't, like, you can, inspect the element, but you're not going to find anything.
What are you going to say about your dad?
My dad is my dad. That's you.
Listen to Smile. Just do it.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been going through my my computer, so I've been on push to talk, so you don't hear my loud fucking keyboard while I organize shit. And I found this one folder that's just called Snack, and I'm just like, what? So I open it, and it's just a whole bunch of like PNGs of Snake, and I'm just like, what?
That's amazing. So what smoosh has happened over the last week? I don't keep up with it, so
I mean, like, I just got finished talking about this because I did the Smash blog roundup with Nintendex.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like overlap too much, I guess is what I'm saying. But yeah, we talked a little bit about the fact that we didn't get an update at all for the last day of the week. Yeah. And probably means that there's going to be a newcomer.
Oh, yeah.
Or some kind of substantial update, like something that they would have spent a while talking about.
Yeah. And like I think on average there's like 2 or 3 characters that are covered in a week for the Smash blog, and this week only had 2. So it could go either way. Like we could get more. It's not guaranteed, but usually we'd probably get 1 more.
What do you guys think of the lost blog post?
Lost blog post. I think they still have it. I don't think it's lost.
Yeah, it's probably just a big announcement that they're saving for the Direct.
Yeah, because like it would have come out, I think 3 hours after the Direct, or immediately right after. It depends on what they would have done. But I think with the August 8th Direct, that was at night in Japan time, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
Yeah. So we didn't we got like an update on the Twitter, but then they did the actual fighter post the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're under the agreement that, like, I think they would have. I'm just repeating myself, but they would have just, like, shown off a newcomer, maybe an Echo in the direct, but not do too much outside of that.
Does anybody know why public opinion has shifted from Decidui to Incineroar? Well, the big point about Decidui for people who weren't like totally sold on him or like legitimately like the Pokemon that much was it would even out the trio of fully evolved
Pokemon.
starter Pokemon.
Yeah.
It would we got Charizard for fire, we've got Greninja for water, and we would have the Decidueye for grass. Now that Pokemon Trainer's back, it's not really a thing anymore. And I guess people see Incineroar as an easier character to pull off. And also, probably, there's also a bit of that people find it more interesting because of the wrestler type gimmick that people have been proposing for him.
Yeah. I think also, like, the reason that it's shifted so dramatically is also because of Vergabon.
Vergabon,
like, was basically like, oh yeah, Decidueye is not the Pokemon. And then everyone's like, well, I guess there's an Incineroar.
Leaks can influence a lot of people's opinion. There was that Dante leak, and even though I don't know if it's true or not, I said on the last Good Morning, that I believe it. But it's I've seen a lot of people pour into like Dante support threads. Like, I didn't know I wanted Dante, but ever since this leak, I thought he's pretty cool, and it's just like, okay, that's neat. But yeah, leaks get people talking about characters and get people like considering them more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, Incineroar also has the most fan art. I'm surprised. I thought Decidueye, not Decidueye, Rowlet would be the most.
Okay, so if you don't know, there was a Dante leak. It was a quote unquote leak. There was a legitimate leak for Devil May Cry 5, a huge text post of stuff that then got revealed later at Gamescom, and stuff that is yet to be revealed, but kind of have been. Like, there was another leak of actual pictures and videos, funnily enough, from a guy on Reddit who said his uncle works at Capcom. But later in that thread, the same person, or quote unquote the same person, you can't tell on 4chan, said stuff about Virgil was planned for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and then later said the rumors about Dante and Smash are true, and then they went over like a reveal trailer. And I don't know if any of that actually lines up. The first post is definitely a legitimate leak. The rest of it might not be the same person, or just somebody posing as the same person.
Or they could add information like with the motherfucking leak.
Oh yeah. Just somebody just plain old fucking with people.
Yeah. A lot of Shantae support lately. I'll talk about that in a second. But with Dante, I just want to say, like, I've already said my piece about this, that I don't think he's coming, because I think when Matt Walker and Peter were talking about in Capcom confidentiality, it was pretty clear that they were just like, it's not a thing.
I'd just like to say one more thing before we move on to Shantae. Yeah. Shredding Pixel says, I don't want Dante, not because I don't like him, but because he isn't able to do too much compared to most Smash characters.
What?
Have you played it? Have you played the Devil May Cry game?
Like Devil May Cry, like Dante's just basically like Bayonetta.
I know. The big old meme is that he's just got a long sword and some guns, but he's got so many other weapons. There's so much potential to be tapped in there. There's a post that'll eventually go up on Source Gaming once the website stuff gets figured out.
Oh, the website's settled now.
Oh, it's settled? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
we're back online.
I've got a moveset post that's going up there. It's very in depth. He uses a lot of his weapons. I think I missed one weapon out, but that's because the only weapon I didn't include is Lucifer from Devil May Cry 4, because Lucifer, if you don't know, is about placing projectiles in midair and then blowing them up with roses. And that is very complicated. I just used it for like the first time seriously the other day while I was recording footage for the newest RTC. But yeah, that's a very complicated weapon. The rest of it can fit in pretty well. Also, Shredding Pixels just said, I meant to say he's able to do too much. There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a point I made.
Yeah,
I understand that completely. There's so much. He's got a huge moveset. If they brought DMC3 or 4 Dante in, he'd be broken by default. Yeah. All right, we can move on. I think it's
now. I think we also kind of said that that we're kind of expecting that since there's probably not going to be any more new stages, that whatever newcomers there are might just be kind of standard.
Yeah.
I can imagine if they secure the rights to Geno, they don't secure the rights to a stage for him.
Yeah.
I
mean, we already have enough. We already have enough Mario stages. So, I'm pretty sure he's going to be considered a Mario rep.
We need more Mushroom Kingdom stages though.
Yeah.
And Mario Circuit.
We need Pokey floats, right?
Where's Waluigi Pinball?
Stop.
Come on, Waluigi Pinball would be awesome.
Where is it in the actual Mario Kart, though?
It's in DS.
It's
in DS.
And 7?
I think it's in 7 too, but it's not in 8.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Nintendo?
To be fair, 7 is a bad game, so it's fine. Not to...
I like the what's the what the fuck character? It's is it the bee?
the Queen Bee?
Yeah.
Queen Bee.
Yeah. I just like it how they always pick one character that's just why are you here? With Mario Tennis on the Wii U, it was the Pixies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would man, I hope they have more Mario Kart 8 content in the direct, cuz I know there's some people who just would rather there be a new Mario Kart, but honestly 8DX is so perfect. And if they somehow announce more levels for that game, that it would just be the most infinitely replayable Mario Kart ever made.
Let's talk about Shantae.
Okay.
So a lot of people are supporting Shantae quite vocally right now, and that's because of the Shovel Knight Assist Trophy reveal. They feel like Shovel Knight Assist Trophy kind of paves the way for Shantae to be a full playable character, which I think is a little ridiculous. I love Shantae.
I think there's a case to be made for Shantae as an assist trophy now.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know about playable character.
I think as an assist trophy, yes. As a playable character, no. I still feel like there's still that barrier for indie characters to become a full playable character. And then Shovel Knight being an assist trophy, and Shovel Knight is way easier than Shantae. Because Yacht Club games, they just sign off Shovel Knight for anything and everything.
Yeah.
And Nintendo actually published that game in Japan. So I feel like Shovel Knight would have been an easier character to add. So him not being a character, I feel like actually makes it very less likely for Shantae to be a full playable character.
Yeah, I think Shovel Knight. I think Shovel Knight's gonna be the one big indie rep.
Yeah, I think it's possible that we'll still get Shantae as an assist trophy because there's nothing stopping that, and she did have a lot of support during the Smash.
Yeah, they
ballot.
were pushing for it real hard.
Yeah. And like, a lot of people were like, oh, she has that Nintendo connection, which made her more popular than a lot of the other indie characters. Like, I think it was like Shovel Knight was the most popular. And then it was like Shantae. And then maybe Quote from Cave Story. And then after that,
you think Shovel Knight was more popular?
Oh yeah, Shovel Knight I think had more general popularity, especially on Reddit. Like his presence on Reddit was insane.
Okay. I don't usually like keep up in the whole circle. I just know that the Shantae support has been super active.
Yeah, I think the Shantae got support kept going, whereas the Shovel Knight died.
Yeah.
Like after the ballot was finished, Shovel Knight supporters moved on, but Shantae supporters are still here. I feel like that's the difference.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Crash Bandicoot, yes, we need Crash Bandicoot in Smash. Actually.
Oh no, my neighbor's dog is starting to howl. It does this every day around this time.
Oh no, the Nintendo Direct was announced.
Oh man.
Not really, don't worry about it. You know what's weird? The amount
messages.
of... I love our Discord, but the amount of people who would just be like, oh, I just woke up. Did they say anything about the Direct? It's like, check their Twitter.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, if they said anything about the Direct, we probably would have tweeted about it too.
Yeah. Or you could just check Nintendo of America's Twitter. It'd be like the very first thing you see.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the Clubber and Reich says, do you think Skullkid is actually going to be in, or just a speculation scene making a big deal about him?
I think it's just a speculation scene.
Yeah, I think it's speculation.
I don't believe the chair theory. I think the chair theory is just a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
Just like the red eyes thing being a hint.
Yeah. No, he legitimately had like really red eyes.
Go back to the Direct and look at his eyes. Look him in the eye, and you'll see
Stare directly in his eyes.
Yeah, you'll see that he actually had red eyes and that he looked really tired.
I can imagine it's very stressful putting on the best presentation possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so I don't believe the whole chair theory. Skullkid not being shown as an assist trophy doesn't mean that he's not an assist trophy.
I mean, look at what happened to Ashley.
Exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
also
look at what happened with Ashley.
Also, those two chair colors can mean anything, because there's a lot of characters with that with that color scheme. Color correction can always mess with the colors. Like, that, you could easily get, like, Banjo-Kazooie or even Geno from those two chairs.
Or they could just be fucking chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just chairs in his office.
You know? Like, it doesn't, not everything has a meaning.
I saw this really horrible leak. That was a fake screenshot of a Direct.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I posted about that on Twitter.
Of Sakurai.
Sakurai's neck got really long. And he, like, lost weight.
His shirt was reversed for some reason.
He got flipped.
And like...
He had the same haircut.
He was put in a stock photo background.
Can someone pull that up? I actually want to put that on screen because it's like a really funny image.
It's like such an obvious Photoshop. I don't know how anybody like believed it for a second.
Like I looked at it and I was like, my head kind of hurts. Like trying to figure out the perspective in it.
Yeah,
it's like it's like last week when there was that Geno leak that looked like the fakest thing on the planet.
The Skull Kid one, the first image, was actually not so bad. Like Skull Kid just being like 5 times the size of what he should be, and the lighting issues are, and of course Bandana Waddle Dee names being wrong. Like there was like only like a few errors compared to like the other fake leaks we've seen.
Oh, also, by the way, wait, let me just put this on screen real quick so I can,
so Pizza Dude Man Guy asks, if Skull Kid actually did get revealed next, would you retroactively believe the chair theory might have been right? No, I don't. Because I didn't believe that with the fucking Pac-Man Cloud thing, which was also dumb because It's just a cloud, you know.
People see things in the clouds all the time. It's a
Yeah.
Rorschach test.
Like also like the same cloud actually appears in the King K. Rool trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that Pac-Man is suddenly there's gonna be the kid Pac-Man is gonna be a new character?
Also, I just want to point out in this image, it's so obvious. Like I know it's like he took a picture of a TV screen or a computer monitor to make it look blurry, but it's very obvious that he added like a fake blur to the background of the image to give it like a really bad looking depth of field. This image overall just looks terrible. It doesn't.
I mean, you can put up the image of the Skull Kid one, which actually looked I think probably the best.
Oh, also we should probably. Yeah.
Calm down.
Well.
You're very loud.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. But, like, also, we should mention that later in the day, after we did the last Good Morning Source Gaming, the person who did the renders of that one fake leak from last week with Agnes and the Chorus Kids, he revealed the drawings he did, and they look like shit! They look like fucking garbage! I can't draw, but oh my god!
Well, that's why they had like the small pictures for most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember even saying like they looked like drawn images. They didn't look like or just photoshops. They didn't look like real 3D models, and I was right.
Yeah.
What's amazing though, I'm going to pull this up on screen too cuz
the other eyes were all like cross-eyed.
There was that one shadow picture that we showed last week that was like it was so obvious that here, let me put it on.
No.
What?
I know what you're going to say, and it's wrong.
It is wrong. It's not.
I got corrected. The render is based on that fake leak.
What?
Okay. It was vice versa. It was the other way around.
So the leak inspired that person to make the render.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's too close for comfort. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, these Agnes Shadow the Chorus Kids look fine because they're just the Chorus Kids. But Ken looks straight up bad. This looks like
I thought Shadow looked alright.
His muscles are like basketballs.
He looks like something that would be on a bootleg ZX Spectrum game that, like, Ashens would talk about.
Yeah. Like, Isaac was, I think, the best real person.
Yeah.
And then, like, Ken had just had the wrong hair. His muscles, didn't look good. It's just flat.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Just great.
I still can't believe this fooled people.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think, like, right now, like, a lot of people are paying a lot, paying very close attention to these fake leaks and everything because they're so desperate for information. Like, they want to hold on to everything, and, like, I don't know. It's just such a weird thing right now because, like, I feel like people aren't given these leaks not the benefit of the doubt. They're not being critical of them, or they're
not scrutinizing them. No.
They're not scrutinizing them because they just want it to be true.
Yeah.
Which is like the exact opposite because 99.99% of these are going to be fake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just assume it's fake, and you're going to have a better time.
What about the fake leak for Gino, Dixie, and Banjo? Those also look not good. They look better than this, but they still didn't look good.
The Gino looked alright. The Banjo looked terrible.
Yeah, the Gino looks passable.
Banjo looks bad, and then Dixie is kind of weird too, but not as bad. Like, Banjo's just the worst of that one. Yeah, I mean, like, we've been talking about, like, if we should, like, cover these fake leaks or not on, like, normal videos and stuff like that. And I don't want to do that because I don't know. I don't like. I've been like tweeting about like debunking them just because I get so many messages about them, but I don't know.
We don't need to cover everything. We like all those people who made a video about the direct leak, like quite literally after it happened. It was like, why?
Yeah, like you don't need to rush everything and just spread things
We're not Game Explain. Someone, like Reggie. Every time Reggie twiddles his little like toes, we're not just like, oh, does this mean Metroid? Don't need to make a 10-minute exposed video about it.
Game Explain are very nice people. We mean no harm.
I think we have time for a handful of questions, and then we're going to call it an end. I think we've basically covered all of our bases.
People still think I work at Nintendo. I just got another message like, no, wait, why did you get fired? I never worked for Nintendo.
Wasn't there someone, I don't know if it was Source Gaming or something, that people thought they worked for Sega?
That was, people thought that I worked for Sega because I translated some,
Sonic Forces?
Sonic Forces information, but then I didn't add quotes. And so people thought that, like, it was me because, like, sites would just, post images of that tweet. Oh and so, like, I had, like, for several months, like, I would get, like, DMs, like, every week, like, from Sonic fans being like, is Tails in the game? Is Knuckles in the game? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't work on the game. It was a good time. I don't get them anymore because I've just kind of laid low on publishing Sonic information.
You don't want to you don't want to get involved with them. You don't want to get involved with them Sonic boys.
I thought Sonic fans were alright, like overall. It was just like just a couple of them. But overall I had a pretty good experience with the Sonic fan base.
Are any of you impatient while waiting for the new date of the Nintendo Direct? Thanks for the question, by the way. Racing Wolf, see you in the Discord a lot. I not so much. 'Cause, like, I don't think... Because none of it's, like, time-sensitive information,
Yeah, it's just, like, this is stuff that's gonna be out later. Like it's like months.
Civ 6 comes out in November. Like, whether the announcement was this week or next week doesn't change anything. Like, I know there were some people who said, oh, if they delay the Nintendo Direct, that means they may have to delay the online service. And it was like, what? Huh? How does that work? Like, I don't think 1 and 1 is 2 there.
Delay the online service. It'll just be Nintendo not explaining things again.
It'll just be closer to when it's supposed to happen, as opposed to a little bit further away from when it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Pizza Dude Man Guys asks, is Ridley too big? Is K. Rool too irrelevant? Is Bandana Waddle Dee too generic? I just want to say that I did call K. Rool would be in this next game all the way back in Smash 4 Wii U. I said that he would make no sense as a DLC character, and that he would be a character that would either be an unlockable character or like one of the last reveals. So... And Bandana Waddle, I don't think he's too generic. I think he could fit in Smash. Because he's in a lot of promotional materials for Kirby. And Ridley, they made it work.
I think Japan deserves to be thrown a bone.
Yeah.
What are
Because, like, K. Rool and Ridley are highly requested characters in the West. They got Richter, but we got
they
Simon.
got Richter and Crom.
Yeah, but they need their own unique character. Otherwise, I feel bad.
Yeah. They do want a Kirby character.
I guess we might as well just briefly talk about Bandana D.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think he's too generic. I don't think he's like what's that? A moot?
Yeah.
Is that the word? He sticks out. They could make a Goomba a Smash character if they want to.
Yeah.
Time for Goombella.
Yeah.
Let's see. Combat Kid 12 asks, "What are your predictions for Smash Ultimate?" Just check our YouTube channel.
Personally, I am predicting Shadow and Ken for sure, as echoes, and I think Decidueye still has a very strong chance. I'm half and half on Isaac because on one hand he's very highly requested, on the other we got the two most highly requested like Western characters already.
Yeah. By the way, if you ask a question, you don't have to post it twice. Don't worry, we're scrolling back up and reading these.
Yeah.
At this point, I just want to be taken for the ride of whatever they have to reveal last, because they've just been announcing like all of these like crazy like announcements that are getting me all hot and bothered. Like honestly, if I'm gonna be real, this is not even a prediction. This is just what I would like to see. If we're continuing the theme of characters like people really want and would just like blow us away, because I think with each reveal they've been slowly kind of upping the ante.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I feel like Ridley was bigger than K. Rool, but I'm out of the Donkey Kong fan base, so I don't know how big it is.
But at the same time, K. Rool was like because Ridley was just asked so much that at some point they had to make reservations.
I've got a concession to make.
Yeah.
Ridley seems bigger because he's been talked about so much, but K. Rool is probably a bigger deal because he's irrelevant in terms of the actual franchise he's from. So him actually still being picked is a big deal because they were like pushing him out.
And I think
Donkey Kong games.
And I think Simon and Richter were big deals because Castlevania is a third party that we just don't see much of nowadays. I would love them to keep upping the ante. This is not a prediction, but I would really love to see the final characters, because I think there might be just like two more, at least when it comes to just regular fighters. I would like to see Gino and Banjo. Do I think it's going to happen? Gino is more likely than Banjo, but I think if Banjo was like the final announcement for Smash Ultimate, I think it'd be huge. Because that's the biggest exactly, crossing the bridge. Like,
but I wonder if that kind of if that would have to be DLC just because of the rights issues and stuff like that.
Maybe.
I do want to say something. Like a lot of people are saying, like, Sakurai said, don't expect too many new characters, but then he added 5 characters. If you look at the timing of that, he says that don't expect too many new characters right before he revealed King K. Rool. He had already revealed all the other characters before then.
Yeah.
So those Richter, Simon, Crom, and Dark Samus aren't really included in that. And I'm personally only expecting like 2 or 3.
No, he said don't expect too many new characters right before he announced Ridley, not K. Rool.
No. It was right before. It was in the 8/8 direct.
Are you sure? I swear that was E3.
I swear it was at E3. Did he say it both times?
Yeah, I think at E3 he's like, "Oh, we can't add that many characters," and I think at 8/8 he said, "There's only a few more left."
Okay. I remember during 8/8 he said we will be announcing the appearance of every new character before.
Yeah, because I remember he did like a hand motion that was like, only a little. So maybe the chat can weigh in on this.
And to finish Combat Kid 12's question, have you heard of Death Battle? And if so, do you like Death Battle? I've certainly heard of Death Battle. I used to watch Screw Attack when they made videos, and now they just make Death Battle. It's fine.
Okay, the chat saying is before E3 or at E3 before Ridley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
But Rip Goku, Superman for days. That's all I gotta say about that. I want Death Battle. I don't want Death Battle to come back because it's still there. I want SGC to come back. I don't care about Death Battle. It's fine.
Okay.
It's whatever.
Okay, most people are. Yeah, everyone is saying it's before Ridley.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he said. Captain said we still have a few more to show. Is after the reveal of the 2 Echo Fighters.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because I do exactly remember. Don't expect too many more fighters. Don't expect too many new fighters this time from the E3 because everybody had the same simultaneous reaction of, oh.
Why did you make an RTC of Morgana instead of Joker? Well, the reason being is because the Joker RTC was actually on the back burner for longer, but we've had some disagreements with how we want that RTC to be done, and I
agree with the disagreements.
Shut up, Matt. And so another member of Source Gaming had already been working on the Morgana one, and that one's going up, and I believe Nintenjex is now doing the Joker one and should be out in the next few weeks.
Something like that.
Yeah.
With RTC, like it's pretty much like whatever people want to work on, which is why like some of the choices have been out there.
Yeah.
Like I did 9V before I did Ashley, and that's because I love 9V, and you should too.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to work on, and like, why not? So that's why like RTCs have been like all over the place on who we do and everything like that. We still look at like what people are requesting, and we definitely know that people are requesting Banjo. We definitely see that.
Scooterboard asks, do you guys think we will get more info on Smash Online at the Direct? I think, as I said before, I think we're going to get a Smash Direct in November, right before the game comes out, in a 50 or 100 facts about Smash style, and that's going to go into Spirit mode, or whatever the single player mode is, and the online stuff. I don't think it's I don't think this Direct upcoming. I mean, we could be wrong. We don't have the greatest foresight, Daisy, but we
rated her as a unique character.
Yeah,
I will defend that. Because I remember I wrote the original script for that, and then I ended up not being able to do it, so I got handed off to Phantom, and he's taking a lot of heat for that, which I feel really bad for. But yeah, like in my original version, I think even Phantom has this in his. We were rating it as a unique character and not an Echo Fighter.
Yeah. Where's the RTC for Banjo and Kazooie?
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Like I said, like with RTC, it's just like a matter of what people want to work on, and
that's the reason I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. There's sometimes where like we get like request, like I get like requests to like do something. Like there was a Sonic translation that I put off for like almost a year. And like people were like really pestering me to get it done, and that just made me not want to work on it more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it happens.
It's just like the RTCs are fun when they're like kind of spur of the moment. Like I think planning these RTCs like so far in advance kind of makes you like kind of kills your drive to make them. Maybe it's just me. I've done all of my RTCs basically like in the dead of night, kind of in like one big 3-hour session.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun making them because of that. So when I'm able to just pump out like a Cooking Mama or a Phoenix Wright, that's fun.
Yeah. I like doing them I like doing like the weird characters like 9V and stuff like that. Tingle had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
With. So, do you guys have an estimated release direct? No, we do not have an estimated release date for the direct, because you'll have to ask Nintendo for that.
Yeah, we just kind of rate that character is when RTC is. By the way,
yeah.
We said kind of earlier, Tuesday at the earliest, Thursday at the latest. That's just what we think.
Yeah.
Because that just makes sense. I don't think it's going to be anything later than this week. And, you know, it's just whatever.
Mm-hmm. Do we have any plans for Ryo Hazuki? No, not right now. There's actually, like, I kind of want to do, like, an RTC with a 0%. But...
Well, I mean, not
like,
to spoil,
we did a couple. Yeah.
But that was... there was 2 RTCs I had planned, and that was going to be the big joke in both of them.
Yeah.
One being Paul McCartney and Smash. And then the other was gonna be my Joker one.
Mm-hmm.
But for a whole different reason.
Yeah. Oh, Donald Trump, no.
Oh, no.
Well, do we have any last questions that we want to talk about for the last
yeah, throw in your last questions, and then
we are here for you. What's up, gamers?
Here.
What's poppin', Low Gang?
Oh, no.
Like, the things I'm working on for the next, like, couple weeks are, the review that I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, which, you know, hopefully, goes pretty well. And then, I have a couple of other projects, long-term projects that I've been working on that I'm hoping to get out sometime
I
soon.
still need to make this video, but I have other ones I also kind of want to make.
Mm-hmm.
I've been sitting on a video for a whole year.
Just expect my opinions a lot very soon, and just more live streams and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think this Saturday morning format works out pretty well.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of these. They're very
I like it.
comfy.
Next time I need to get sleep.
Yeah, same.
Oh my god, I feel so bad. Every time I've talked to Push, I've been like not awake.
That's okay, because I'm usually not awake. Like, the reason I'm awake right now is because I drank like a ton of coffee once I got home from work.
Oh shit, that's the only reason I'm awake right now.
Is Vault Boy from Fallout a possibility in Smash? No. I think he's about as likely as like Doom Guy.
Re-rates, yes, we will do some re-rates. There's a couple of re-rates I want to do. I think Ken is much more likely with the Richter reveal now.
Yes.
And so I kind of want to re-rate him. But I'm not going to re-rate Skull Kid because I still stand by what I said in that RTC.
Do you think if DLC is in the game, do you think it'll be like Smash 4 or in packs? That's actually a pretty good question, because I honestly have like...
I think it'll be like Smash 4.
Yeah.
If they do Echo Fighters as DLC, those might be released in packs, or maybe free, I don't know.
No, they wouldn't do it for free. They're not going to do anything for free.
That's very true. But yeah, if they do Echo those might be released in packs, because they'll take less time. But all unique characters will be just like Smash 4.
Yeah. And like, especially like if they do like third-party characters,
Mm-hmm.
those would probably be more expensive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I think like third-party characters just make more sense as DLC.
Yeah, yes.
They can like negotiate the terms a lot easier. Like, you know, they can split the revenue.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier to split like a DLC pack that's $7.99 than a full game with, you know, so many other companies.
Yep.
That's like $60.
Is James Bond still a possibility? Absolutely not.
No, his video game license is stuck in purgatory now.
Yeah, there's a reason why we didn't get GoldenEye on 360.
Oh, really?
Like,
actually, I don't know about this.
Oh, so basically, Rare was working on an Xbox Live Arcade remake of GoldenEye in HD.
Yeah.
And the problem is that it's technically Nintendo's game.
Mm.
Because at the time, they owned the rights to GoldenEye.
Yep.
and they still, I mean, they more or less own GoldenEye as a game. They just assigned Rare to make it, and but the problem is not just that, but Rare made it, which is now owned by Microsoft, and Activision owned the James Bond license. So it didn't go through, because if they were to go through with it, what would have ultimately happened was it was something along the lines of Nintendo also wanted the remake on the Wii, but that just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Because of the hardware differences. So they would have had to dealt with just having a virtual console version of GoldenEye. Microsoft would have had to pay Nintendo for each sold copy of GoldenEye on the 360. And both Activision and Nintendo would have to pay... both Microsoft and Nintendo would have to pay Activision for every sold copy of GoldenEye because they own the James Bond license. So it just wasn't happening.
I thought the Wii did get like a GoldenEye game.
They got a remake.
Yeah, it eventually got a Activision made
quote unquote remake.
Yeah, remake.
It was published by Activision, developed by Eurocom. It was all right. That eventually got ported to 360 and PS3, but because the next Bond game did super bad, it never ended up on PC, and then they just let the license expire, and now all Bond games are gone.
Yeah.
So is it like back to the original owner now?
No, nobody owns it. The people who own the movie rights probably own it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
the video game license is now up in purgatory.
Yeah.
Because
that GoldenEye remake is like super egregious. Like it has like nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
it's only GoldenEye in name, basically.
It's a remake of the movie, less so the game.
Yeah.
Delta Unova says, "Who would be the best fit for Snake Echo? There's 6 other snakes. Pick one."
Yeah, Big Boss Snake. I mean, probably Snake Eater Snake. That just makes the most sense.
So there's Liquid, there's Solidus, there's Venom, there's Big Boss, Liquid, Solidus, Venom, Big Boss. There's Raiden.
There's
MGS2.
Venom.
Did I say? I think I said Venom already, but
I don't think. No, you said Solidus and Liquid.
Okay, well,
Snake Eater Snake should be like a costume.
Yeah,
I think Big Boss should be in there.
Yeah,
he already kind of is. Isn't there a Because I mean, they have like a Flecktarn costume for Snake.
His alts are based on the camo from MGS3.
Yeah.
And like his face is a mixture of both Solid and Big Boss, kinda. He's got Big Boss's beard, but Solid's general outfit from 2.
Someone pointed out how Snake in Brawl is basically like not Snake. It's just like a weird hybrid of everything.
He's a hybrid of Solid and Big.
Yeah.
That's what they did with Cloud.
That's what
like,
they're doing with Richter.
Yeah, Cloud is like based off of like the PSP version and Advent Children and stuff like that.
Well, Cloud has both his designs, but Richter, his design is kind of a combination of the Rondo of Blood design for the main aesthetic, but he's got the flourishes of his Symphony of the Night costume. It's got all those white trimmings.
Kind of on the topic of Metal Gear, I'm still very surprised that despite Konami being in cahoots with Nintendo, I'm surprised we haven't gotten a Phantom Pain port on the Switch.
I'm surprised too because they actually they updated that game like a month ago.
Yeah, it's like
for some reason
it's like the safest thing Konami could have done.
And yeah, the Fox engine can run on anything. What did they do to Richter's hair? It's based on the original Rondo of Blood hair. Symphony of the Night hair is long, and that's the only game where it is long, and that is wrong. But yeah.
Does the awful team up of Nintendo and Microsoft with the crossplay? It's not awful. It's fucking beautiful.
That's what games should be.
Yeah.
Fuck Sony.
Yeah, fuck Sony. With the crossplay gonna make a possibility of Microsoft and Rare characters. I don't know about characters. I've seen some people. I think there's been like one or two insiders who's said that Rare Replay now actually has like a possibility of coming to Switch. They're hearing like rumblings of it.
Which would be great because
Yeah, listen. If they like Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Conker, that's great and all. If they got Perfect Dark on the Switch,
oh my god,
that like I would never stop playing the thing. I would have
amazing.
4-player split screen matches of that shit all the time. I would love it. I would love. You know what?
Yeah.
Hey, put Joanna Dark in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be badass, bro.
There was a Perfect Dark item.
Yep.
In one of the versions of Melee.
It was in the US version. Oh no, in the was it in the US version?
Might have been the Japanese version. I know it said like top secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the US version, I think, that had that because
it was a mine from GoldenEye, right?
There was a mine from GoldenEye.
It was like 64 was the mine.
So
and there's also the timed mine.
There was a mine from GoldenEye, and I remember in one version it was changed to the Perfect Dark one.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry to cut everyone off, but I want to bring this up. Microsoft did the same with the 360. Seems whoever is on top becomes corrupted. No, I'm sick and tired of people passing off this lie that Microsoft put down cross-platform play when the 360 was in first place, because that isn't true. That isn't true in the slightest, because the whole point of Games for Windows Live was to push cross-platform play with 360 and PC. Also, Final Fantasy XI exists. That game has cross-platform play with the PS2 and the 360 and Windows. The only person who's ever been against cross-platform play has been Sony from the very beginning.
Okay, so the proximity mine in the Japanese version of Melee is the Perfect Dark one.
Okay.
Then they changed it for every other release.
To the GoldenEye one?
No, to a Smash original one, even though the name is about the same.
Yeah. I think the reason they changed it is because I think it was in a Nintendo Dream interview that Sakurai did for Melee. It's translated on Source Gaming, so you guys can go ahead and fact check me. I believe he says that they had to cut out the name and the references because the ERSB was like looking to increase the rating because they referenced like an M rating game or something like that.
That's weird because they leave the cloaking device alone.
Yeah, I don't know.
They didn't censor the appearance of the cloaking device at least.
Maybe I'm making shit up. But anyway, we can keep talking.
Actually, I think that's we've hit 2 hours.
Oh.
So I think
boy.
I think that's a perfect time to cut it off there.
Nice.
All right. Well, I'll post whatever I find on Twitter so you guys can look on there.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
Anyway,
all right.
I think it's this interview. Hold on.
Okay.
I think it's this one. I'll paste it in the chat.
Microsoft should help Nintendo with making consoles. I don't know about that one. I mean, if the Switch was as like sleek as the Surface, that'd be pretty cool. But that thing would like overheat like mad.
Sakurai says this time there's some differences due to licensing. For example, in the Japanese, the motion sensor bomb is from Perfect Dark, but in America, Perfect Dark has an age restriction rating, so we couldn't use it. Interviewer: in America, if you're younger than 16 years old, you couldn't buy Perfect Dark. Sakurai: that's right, and so we made them into 2 separate items.
Okay.
So.
Time to do Paladins. My Switch is all the way over there, though. I don't want to grab it.
My Switch might be dead.
Is this show weekly? Well,
Hopefully.
Might be.
yeah, you put a question mark at the end of the word weekly. That's the best answer we can give you. Weekly? Maybe?
I think next week I'll be able to be on if you'll have me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
would like to pass off this
Change it up a little bit.
because I think next
Yeah.
week is a video game con. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
So yeah, I might be I might not just be around for that one
Okay.
because
If
I
you-
want to
can
go
you
to
send me-
AVGC.
I won't be around the following week because of Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
we'll have to tell Spazzy to get out of that bathroom he's like locked in internally and just kinda, and to just kind of like show his face.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Links
I'll
down
post
below: Patreon, Discord, Twitter, Facebook, the website itself. We'd like to thank the dorks of Blorks for being the super patron. So yeah.
Yeah. Come hang out with us on Discord if you're not.
Yeah.
Follow me on